The Rock has come back to our screens, but not that Rock, I'm talking about the other Rock, the one known as The Thing. And no, not the one in the Addams Family. And despite The Thing being pretty much useless throughout this movie, the movie itself was actually pretty damn good.
Are you taking the piss?
Hollywood blockbusters have taken over the box office this July. And if Jurassic World was Mike Tyson, then Fantastic Four just became Buster Douglas, shocking the world as the underdog that exceeded all expectations with a clear KO victory. Not only that, it's also better than James Gunn's Superman, as much as they are trying to force it down your throat to watch it.
I don't want any, thank you. Eat it!
So, has this film finally cured the Pedro Pascal fatigue syndrome? That's a real medical condition, by the way. In short, no. But do I think he has range as an actor? Yes. Do I think he's overused? Yes, but you have to make hay while the sun shines, right? And I don't blame anyone for taking the truckload of cash that Hollywood throws at them. And now I'm not saying the movie was amazing, but I am saying, hey, at least you won't come out of there thinking you've wasted 2 hours of your life that you won't get back. What I like about Fantastic Four is it doesn't overdo it. I mean, if anything, it underdoes it.
What?
What I mean is I would have liked to have seen more scenes of some of the characters, even more depth in certain characters, backstories, but I guess there's only so much on screen time you can give a character without limiting another. Which is strange because it's kind of what I liked about the movie too. No one stands out from another. They all have their part to play, which adds value to the storyline. And it's not just a superhero film that's full of punchlines either. Yes, I'm talking about you, Ryan Reynolds.
It tastes like God cried in your mouth.
The film starts on an alternate Earth. A really cool looking one at that. And unlike Jurassic World Rebirth, where the beginning is long and slow, with an overabundance of introductions and dialogue, Fantastic Four actually lets you know how they got their powers in a quick summary. And in just a few minutes, you already know that the four are public heroes, celebrated, busy, and crucially functioning like a family that actually likes each other. And there's nothing more important than family, right?
I don't have friends. I got family.
So Sue Storm gets pregnant, and then the Silver Surfer, who's not from Australia but from another planet, but that's not actually her planet, turns up on Earth and politely pencils everyone in for a cosmic brunch with a guy called Galactus, who just happens to eat planets, and by the way, he's very hungry.
Get in my belly!
You know, typical Monday in the MCU. Oh, and she's pretty hot for a bit of liquid metal. So the five, including the unborn baby, decide the best way to deal with a monstrous planet eater is, of course, to negotiate. So off they trot into space, but it turns out it wasn't the best of ideas.
He kinda looks like a baby.
Although Galactus was willing to negotiate, he lays out a choice. Hand over Sue's unborn child, and he'll spare the cool futuristic Earth, or refuse, and he'll eat the entree and the sides.
We are prepared to make you a very generous offer.
And we are prepared to reject that offer.
Guys, at least give it some thought. Anyway, they somehow conveniently manage to escape the monstrous planet eater and the hot Silver Surfer lady. Johnny falls in love whilst trying to kill her, obviously. And, and Sue was going through labor whilst all this was happening too. Seems reasonable. It sounds like a bad movie when I say it like that, but it really isn't. Sue Storm was actually pretty badass. She's definitely the heart of the story without stealing the show. And she's not a single independent mother fighting everyone all on her own, as the leaks suggested. Johnny Storm isn't the dumb comedy relief trope that gets used in 99% of films. They are all pretty smart. Although Pedro Pascal's Reed decided to tell the world they wouldn't swap Earth for their baby, which was super dumb, but I kind of respect the honesty. And he does a good job of just being a good guy. He makes his intellect feel like leadership, not arrogance. And the movie doesn't neuter him to prop up Sue. It's a mutual loving partnership. Visually, the film takes a swing. It has this clean, mid-century meets cosmic aesthetic that actually looks designed, not just generated. Color exists, shapes have personality. Space doesn't resemble the inside of a soot-covered blender. It's very easy on the eye and I loved it. Now let's talk about where it fell short. Johnny has a single heart-to-heart with the surfer, and suddenly she's ready to switch allegiances after already sending hundreds of planets to their doom. I'm thrilled, but has he got that much aura?
And you shouldn't trust your balls. They're nuts.
Now get this, Silver Surfer has it all. She outruns spacecraft, races a wormhole, crosses interstellar distances before my popcorn cools, yet somehow can't catch a getaway ship inside Galactus's lair. And then there's Galactus himself, great entrance, light resume, he's big, he's hungry, and he wants to retire. And for someone who hasn't read the comics, I feel like a beat or two of cosmic logic would have helped. He did sound and look great though. I am partial to the periwinkle blue.
Right. It's just terrible partial to the periwinkle blue, guys.
I also left the theatre wanting way more Mole Man, maybe because I'm a fan of Paul Walter Hauser ever since seeing him in Blackbird. He's the perfect flavour of comic book weird. Part mad geologist, part disgruntled mole rat union rep, entirely delightful. Now the biggest positive I can give this film is that it didn't seem like it was a part of the Marvel franchise. Honestly, I didn't realize how tired I was of multiverse algebra until I didn't have to do it.
I know, right?
Another positive is that the movie's core idea is simple. Genius without trust is just stress with a lab coat. Reed's fatal flaw is honesty without strategy. Telling the truth about Galactus like he's filing taxes. Sue's strength is emotional triage, keeping everyone functional when logic alone won't cut it. Johnny's arc is learning that curiosity can be more useful than combustion. Ben, as always, is the blunt instrument that hits the nail and occasionally the drywall, but he anchors the team with old-fashioned loyalty. Underneath the cosmic spectacle, it's a story about how a family divides pressure so no one person is crushed by it. A quietly adult theme in a genre that usually taps out at
Come again.
So, my overall verdict is that Fantastic Four is a solid 7. It won't convert the Cape-averse, but if you're MCU tired and still superhero curious, it's a pleasant surprise. The family dynamic lands, the visuals have personality, and the comedy knows its place. A good foundation for a film. Is it the best superhero movie of 2025? Let me know in the comments. If you've made it this far, I salute you.
Stay curious, Craig Waterman.